Hello. All right. I gotta fix this. Good. Hello. I'm excited to go live in the group today. I wanted to share more amazing, fabulous tips for you guys. Today, we are discussing how to support yourself in order to reach your goals, okay? Whether your goals are for business, whether your goals are for your personal life, whether your goals are short-term or long-term, without understanding your goals and being clear about your goals, you're not going to be able to reach your goals, okay? What's going to happen is that you're going to get distracted. You're going to procrastinate. You're going to find excuses as to why you can't reach your goals, right? So I'm going to share with you 5 amazing ways that you can support yourself starting today in order to reach your goals. So if you haven't done so already, grab your water. Grab a pen and paper. Okay. I'm just fixing my notes here so I don't have to look down so much. Good morning, Nalima. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for tuning in today, darling. Okay. I'm just about started on the 5 tips, so you made it on time, okay? The first amazing step in order to support yourself in reaching your goals is to visualize your goals, right? Because once you envision your goals, what you're doing is, thank you, darling, you're telling your brain. Now, this is something that a lot of people might not know. When you dream at night, right? When you go to sleep and you dream and you have your beautiful dreams, your mind doesn't know the difference whether it happened or not. It doesn't know, okay? Oh, I'm happy that you're here. So this is why visualization is extremely important in the field of manifestation and within the field of NLP, okay? So this is very important. This is why I always add visualization steps to everything that I give you guys, because your brain doesn't know. So when you visualize yourself achieving your goals, your brain sees it as it already happened. Like it just is what it is. It doesn't know that you're, visualizing it as something that you're going to do. The brain just doesn't know whether it happened or not. When it happened, it just knows that it is, okay? So that's something to keep in mind when you're visualizing, and it seems difficult, especially if you're trying to manifest and yes, create a visualization. But this is the reason why it works, because your brain doesn't know whether it happened or not. It just accepts it for what it is. So this is why step 1 is very important. When you visualize your goals, you're picturing yourself already having achieved that goal. Whether your goal is to make a certain amount of money every month, right? It's like, okay, my financial goal this month is X, Y, and Z. Picture yourself. This is why creative visualization is important for manifestation, but it serves another purpose. So you visualize yourself already achieving this goal. What does achieving this goal mean to you, right? You utilize your senses. What does it feel like? Okay. What are your thoughts now on having achieved this goal? Like, wow, I wanted to make X, Y, and Z this month because my partner lost their job, or because we need a down payment on our house, for whatever reason, right? Whatever that goal is, if it's monetary. Okay, you visualize yourself having achieved the goal, and what does it feel like, right? Because you can, and we talk about this in the Dream Life, Creating Your Dream Life workshop, which will launch in May. But you can do all that creative, like taking out pictures and creating your little dream board and writing cute little words and stuff like that, and that's fine. But that only helps you in that moment. So if you're adding stuff to your dream board, right, and then you close it and you don't look at it again, and you don't think about it again, your brain forgets about it, okay? Which is why it's important to have a vision board available, like visual right there in front of you. You can see it all the time, okay? So writing down your goals, right? Writing down your goals. You can write them down, make a list of 5 to 10 goals you want to achieve for that month or for the next 6 months, whatever your timeline is. I like to do it monthly, you guys. Yes, you have to use your 5 senses. It totally makes sense. I do my goals monthly because I don't like, I actually achieve my goals pretty quickly. And if I give myself too much time, then I end up procrastinating. I'm like, oh, I have time. I gave myself 3 months to do this, so I can wait. So that's why I do it on a monthly basis. So if you guys want to use that tip, that's great. But when you write down your goals, attach a vision to it, okay? Attach a vision. Whether it is, like I have my portable vision board, and when I write down a goal, I do attach an image to that, whether I create the image myself or I find one on the internet and I print it out. And then I attach, affirmation words to it, things like that, But you have to visualize your goals. So that's step 1. Visualize your goals, attach senses to it, just like Nalima said. You attach your senses. What does it feel like? What does it look like? Okay? How does it change your life? How does achieving this specific goal change your life? Okay? And a great journaling question for this step is, what will you lose? Okay? What negative effects will it have on your life if you don't achieve this goal? And this is really a basic coaching question too. All coaches use this question. So it's another question that you can use and journal that out. Okay? Step 2. Step 2 is to create an action plan. Okay? Yes, attach senses. And then the question, right? What would it mean to you? How would it change your life by achieving that goal? And then how will it negatively impact your life if you don't achieve that goal? Okay? It's kind of like when you're growing up and your parents say, if you don't clean your room, you won't have dessert. If you don't do your homework, X, Y, and Z. Kind of like that. Okay? It's the same thing. It's actually the same thing. Parents are just so smart. Okay. So step 2 is to create an action plan, okay? Goals without actions, right, are only dreams. I'm sure you guys have heard this before. Once you know exactly what you want, once you know, okay, I want this, and if I don't achieve this, this is what's gonna happen. Or if I do achieve this, this will propel me into the next goal that I have, or into the bigger dream that I have, right? Because our big dream, whatever big dream you have, is compiled by a bunch of smaller dreams, aka smaller goals. Okay? And so attaining these smaller goals and crossing off these smaller goals and reaching all those little things will propel you closer and closer and closer to achieving your big dream. Okay? So your action plan needs to have 3 components. Okay? So step 2 is action plan, and it includes 3 parts. And adult children of emotionally immature parents. Oh, I definitely need to gift that to my ex-husband. Thank you. I will make a note of that. Thank you. You're amazing. Yeah, I was thinking of a new book to read this month, and I have so many manifestation and affirmation and mindset stuff. This one seems good, but I'll read it too. But okay, let's keep going, Nalima. Focus, Millie. Focus. You guys know I have ADD, right? I'm like, look, a squirrel. Okay, so the 3 parts to creating an action plan is that you should actually, yes it is, you should actually break up your goals, right, into smaller steps, okay? One of the main reasons why we procrastinate with our goals, regardless of what they are, is because we create this big goal. For example, I want $5,000 a month, and you just opened up your business, or you've had your business for a while and you're still not making $5,000 a month. What you probably haven't done is broken that down. So for me, for example, if this is your goal, just an example, because I actually just finished doing my my daily for the month of my income goals, right? So I break down a month into however many days are in a month, and I break down my money goal, and I divide that by the days of the month. And so I know every day I have a minimum of 100 to 200, right? Minimum 100, max, I have my specific goal. of what I need to bring in every day. And then at the end of the day, after dinner and after the kid is like watching her Netflix to go to sleep or whatever, I'll take out my book, and I have one book for every month, and I'll show you my book. So I dedicate one book for every month, and this is for April. And at the end of the day, on the day itself, at the end at that line, at the end of the line, I put what I made that day and then the total. So the tally, month to year to date, date to month, of the months. So that way I have the tally right in front of me. I don't necessarily like to use Excel spreadsheets because I'm a writing type of person. I love to write stuff down. And then for tax purposes, I just end up sending out my my bank stuff to the tax person. They don't need to know every day. They just need a total, right? So step one is to break down your goals into smaller steps, okay? If your goal is to no worries. If your goal is to overcome trauma, you guys know that my 3 areas with coaching is manifestation, healing from trauma, and and building confidence. So those are my 3 areas in my coaching, my main key areas. So for example, if you want to build up your confidence, right? So that's why I'm using confidence. Tally, yes, your tally. I couldn't say the word. You do a daily tally. I don't do it in the morning. I do it at night. I can't do it in the morning. So if you're trying to build confidence, what I would do is I would say, okay, I'm trying to build my confidence in sales, right? If you aren't confident in sales, don't expect yourself to start, inviting people on sales calls when your confidence is low and you don't know what you're doing, right? So then your first step would be, okay, I want to build my confidence in sales. How do I do that? Do I take a course? Do I get a coach for sales? Whatever it is that you need to do, but you break down. You have to understand that yes, you can go from like A to Z if you have the right support. If you don't have the right support system in place, it's just gonna hold you back, and you're gonna keep procrastinating, and you're gonna end up being less and less confident in what you do and in achieving your goals, right? And then you're not going to support yourself. You're not going to mentally be able to support yourself. You're not going to be emotionally able to support yourself. And then if you're low emotionally and mentally, what's going to happen is your body will react to that. So then physically, you're going to start experiencing exhaustion, okay? You're not going to have the energy to even show up in your life and in your business. So very, very important that you're able to break down your goals, okay? Step 2 in creating this action plan, the second part, is that each step must be attainable, okay? There has to be a level of difficulty, and the reason why I say that is because if things were really super easy for you, you probably would have done it already, right? If sales was easy for you, you would be closing sales left and right. If you were confident in dating, you would, probably already have a relationship or something like that, right? So it's really, really important to be realistic with yourself, right? And honest with yourself and say, okay, can I reach this? And, right, if you make it too easy, you're not challenging yourself, okay? So the goal should be reachable, should be attainable, but it should challenge you a little bit, okay? It should challenge you. And that's how you support yourself in overcoming obstacles and building your confidence, okay? I hope that makes sense, okay? You don't want to make your goals too easy, because if the goal is too easy, group it up with another goal, okay? And I've said this in a few other videos, and it's one of my favorite things to do. When you write down all your goals and you can group up a few of them and knock it out of the park in one step, amazing, do that, okay? So the third part to creating your action plan is that you should build toward your goal, okay? For example, if you tell yourself, I'm gonna work every other Saturday 2 hours, right? I don't like to work weekends. But if I was, for example, launching something, or I had a bigger goal in mind, something that was maybe something different that I wasn't used to doing, then I would say, okay, I'm gonna add maybe 2 hours on a Saturday, or not on a Sunday, because Sunday's family day. So on a Saturday would be the only day that I would add on and say, okay, I can dedicate 2 extra hours this week to build towards this one goal that's very important to me, you know? Or for example, if you're saving for a vacation, right? If you're saving money, if you're trying to curb your spending, and that's another thing that we'll talk about later. But then you would say, okay, once a week I'll bring my lunch. Or what I like to do, and this is something that I do, on Sundays I clean out my fridge, right? If on Sundays I clean out my fridge and there's still a lot of food there, I tell myself I'm not allowed to order out unless I use what's in the fridge, unless I use the things that are in my home, because I end up throwing out food all the time. Now it's me and my daughter, and she doesn't eat that much anyway, and she's a picky eater. So that's what I did this morning. This morning I looked in my fridge and I had some fruits from a breakfast order that I had like 3 days ago, and I had my own fruits that I had purchased from the supermarket. I had yogurt, and I'm like, I'm gonna make my own parfait. Why am I gonna order out just because I don't want to make my own breakfast, right? And I'm like, okay, so I acknowledged, I was thankful and grateful that I could afford. This is the manifestation affirmation stuff. I use it all the time, guys, okay? I was thankful and grateful that I could afford to order out, right? Or order in breakfast, and I didn't have to cook it myself. I didn't really want to wait 30 minutes because I had things to do and I was hungry. And then thankful and grateful that I had money, that I had the items, right? The ingredients in my home to make myself my own breakfast. And then I enjoyed and it was delicious. It was so good. So that's how you build, right? So that's how you support your goals, right? What are the steps needed that will support that goal? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense while I take a drink of water. Okay, so to recap, step 2, create an action plan, has 3 parts, which is break up your goal into smaller steps. Make sure your goals are attainable, reachable, but a little bit challenging, just a little bit, just challenging enough where you're not like psyching yourself out. And step 3, part 3, I keep saying steps. Part 3 is that you should build towards your goal by supporting your goal, right? What action steps, what behavior changes do you have to make? Sometimes, and this is a good question, add this to it because it just came to me. Ask yourself, what area, so write this down, what area of your life do you need to focus on to achieve this goal? For example, do you have to shift your mindset to achieve this goal? Do you have to shift your behavior to reach this goal? Do you have to shift your emotional reactions to shift this goal? Okay? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. Because sometimes it's mindset, right? Or emotion, right? And in turn creates your behavior that keeps you from achieving that goal. Hope that makes sense. I know I always give extra, and sometimes I bombard you guys with all the info in my videos, but I like to give extra. I like to go overboard. It's just the way that I am. I'd rather give you a lot of information than not enough. Okay? So let's move on to step 3. Okay. And Alima says, what area of my life do I need to focus on to achieve my goal? Right, and it should be what behavior. So Mark, put that down. Behavior. Do you have to shift your behavior, your emotions, or your mindset? Okay, in order to shift this goal, because those are the areas that will support your goal. So maybe by shifting your mindset, for example, I'm going to shift my mindset into thinking that I can achieve this goal, right? So then how would you do that? Would you write affirmations? Would you meditate? And so that's how you continue to support your goals. Your emotions, right? Emotions. Because emotions and mindset are intertwined. And your behavior, they all work together. So your emotions, right? If someone said if you have an offer, if you're in sales and you have an offer and you're on a sales call and someone says no to you and you take it personal, right? And then you're like, well, I'm not going to have any more calls. I suck. Or This is hard, this is difficult, right? Yes, you're reacting to it emotionally, but you are also continuing to, right, tell your mind this is what you believe. So your mindset's not going to shift. Does that make sense? And then your behavior, you're going to react, right? Your behavior is you're not going to do what you're supposed to do to achieve your goal. So it works together, okay? All right, we're on to step 3. Getting help when you need it, okay? Supporting yourself while chasing your goals also includes asking for help when you need it, okay? It's okay not to know everything. It's okay to say, I'm still stuck in this. Who can I reach out to that can help me, okay? Maybe you need a mentor. Maybe you need a business bestie. I really hate saying that. I don't know why I don't like it. I'm gonna have to work. I don't like business bestie. I don't like saying business partner because it feels like you're going in business together. We need to think of another name for this. But someone that you can partner up with, someone in the same industry, or someone who's what I like to do, and the way I like to do that is, I think that's why masterminds are so important and so popular, is because you're good at something, right? And it's a great way to partner with someone is if you're really great at something, whatever your zone of genius is, whatever you can teach with your eyes closed, right? That's how you can support someone else. So reach out to another entrepreneur, reach out to another woman who's healing from something and say, hey, I can help you heal with this and you can help me with that, okay? And you help each other, okay? I hope that makes sense. So getting help when you need it will also assist you in achieving your goals, okay? What else? How do you manage your ADHD? Oh, girl. Oof. As you've noticed throughout this live training, I've gone here and there a little bit, and then I remind myself, okay, Millie, bring it back in, and I don't feel bad about it. I really don't feel bad about it. I'm like, hey, there's a lot of things going. My mind has always been faster than my mouth, always, and I've always had a difficulty of expressing myself verbally. I'm a writer. If I show you things that I've written, you'd be like, that can't be the same person. And so it's a struggle, but I work on it as often as possible. Memory loss. Nalima, I would look into memory loss because some memory loss is and has been, it's been proven that memory loss is a side effect to PTSD and trauma. It happens to me every once in a while. I'll notice some things and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that's what I was going to do, especially like with my trainings, because I have a list of trainings that I want to do. And then I'll forget that I've written trainings down. I'll find paperwork with like courses, full courses that I had, ideas. And then I'll wake up one day and say, oh, I don't know what to teach today. So I would definitely look into that. Okay. It is full radical acceptance. You have to accept yourself 100% for what you are, and don't apologize to anyone. Like for me, I go live and sometimes I don't have my hair done. You guys have seen me. Sometimes I'm still drinking coffee. I combed my hair today and I put a little lipstick on for you guys. Actually for me, not for you guys. For me, you just have to accept yourself and say, it's a learning process and no one's perfect. No one's perfect. We're all learning. And this is why I like to come on and share with you guys, tips that you guys can use, action steps that you can use to keep moving forward. Okay? All right. So step 3 was get help when you need it. Okay. Step 4 is accountability. You can group step 4 with step 3. And we've discussed this, right? Remember I said group up some things together so you can knock more shit out of the park? Holding yourself accountable. If you haven't been achieving your goals, odds are you're not good at holding yourself accountable. Maybe because you haven't really sat down with yourself and been honest with yourself and say, wow, I haven't been achieving this goal and look what it has cost me. Really taking a look at what it has cost you. For example, if you're taking weeks and months trying to do everything yourself, that's weeks and months, right? If you're in business, weeks and months that you've been losing money. If you're taking weeks and months, that's turned into years in healing trauma, odds are you've ruined relationships. You've not taken care of yourself. You're, stuck in that victim mentality. So, a lot of other shit, it's a domino effect of things, bad things that keep happening in your life because you're on this repetitive loop, right? So you can totally partner up with someone and say, hey, let's just be accountability partners. Okay, there's awesome people in this group. You can reach out to them, make a post and say, I need an accountability partner for X, Y, and Z. And that's a great step. By doing that also, you guys, by reaching out, by saying, okay, I'm going to accept that I need an accountability partner. Something so simple. The universe, what you're doing is you're opening yourself up. You're opening yourself up to receiving more abundance. You're opening up yourself to actually achieving your goals because you're telling the universe, I am now taking responsibility. I am making a step. I'm taking a step towards these goals. I'm serious about reaching these goals. And trust me, something as simple as just really saying that, like, hey, I'm going to find an accountability partner. I'm going to partner up with someone who can help me, or we can help each other. That's going to help you achieve those goals. Okay. So that's number 4. And the last one, the first 2 were the longest. I always start backwards. I don't give it to you guys easy. I don't do easy. Actually, I do. I just like to push you guys. It's to reset your goals. Okay. You are not the same person you were yesterday. Okay. Odds are you probably learn something every day. Actually, the goal is to learn something every day. At least I try to. And you aren't the same person you were last month. Your mindset shifts. Your emotions shift, right? Experiences change people. So your goals change too. And that's okay. It's okay to say, my business plan from 6 months ago doesn't really match up to what I want to do moving forward starting today. Or the type of partner I was looking for is no longer the type of partner that I want in my life. Or the type of human being that I want to become no longer resonates with my purpose. Okay, does that make sense? You do the same thing with goals. Okay, your goals will shift, and it's okay to shift them. It's okay to shift where your focus is on your goal as well. For example, if you're saving money for a holiday, or you're saving money for a down payment on the house, and your car breaks down, it's okay to say, you know what? I'm going to focus on the car now because that's the most important. And then I will refocus later on that down payment. I'll refocus later on that holiday, right? Because life happens. We can plan all we want. We can have the best detail with, the most amazing action plan. And then life throws something at you, as it does. And either you sink or you swim. Right? Either you say, okay, well, this happened, so I'm just going to throw everything out of the window. You're doing the same repetitive loop, right? And so weeks will pass, months will pass, years will pass, and you'll end up back where you started. Okay? So very important to reset your goals when you need to, and supporting yourself as much as possible, and seeking support from those that can help you. So, do you have any questions? Let me know if you have any questions or any comments. I'm gonna check. Sometimes my internet is very slow. Okay, I'm gonna check online because I can't see the whole comment, and when I'm live, it doesn't show me the comment right away. So let me refresh this. I see your comment, Nalima. I'm going to open it up on my laptop so I can see the full comment. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, step, group things. Okay. Oh, okay. I just saw what you said. I need to do creative visualization to manifest these buddies. You don't need to do that. You need to just reach out to people, girl. Reach out. Put it on your timeline. Put it in this group. I'm sure you're part of other Facebook groups. Put it out there and say, hey, this is what I need. Anybody, first of all, right now, It's a great time to create connections with people, right? People are looking to make connections with others. Make a little, just write, hey, my name is so-and-so. I live here because of time zones. I would say what time zone you're in. I'm looking for a journal buddy or an accountability buddy. Anybody want to, connect. That's it. Nalima. You got to shift the mindset. Okay. I'm going to call you out on that right now because you wrote my bipolar disorder also doesn't make me reliable. You got to switch that. So that's your journaling exercise for today. Is stop saying that, because I was diagnosed borderline bipolar. It runs in my family. I was actually diagnosed seasonal depression and very close to borderline bipolar disorder, but and I used to be on meds for the depression, but I shifted my mindset with that. Okay, so please rewrite that affirmation and journal out why you are reliable. Okay, and if you could find evidence of your reliability, where you have been reliable in the past, it'll help you shift your mindset. Okay, so no more writing that sentence. Okay. And also, it has been proven that you can create, brain damage is fixable. You can, because it's an organ, right? So just like muscle tissue can grow and brain tissue can grow also. Okay. So, oh my God, so many comments. Hold on. I couldn't see the last one. Now it won't show me the whole comment. Let me put it on here and see if I can see it. Okay. So yeah. So mindset work and meditation work and visualization work will also help with that. Okay. Failing with your startup is fine. Failure is amazing. Be thankful and grateful for your failure. What's that thing? I think it was it Einstein? Was it, who was it? It says, who created right now the light bulb. Who created the light bulb? Who was that? Jefferson? I don't know. Whoever created the light bulb. I can't think of the name right now. When asked about all the times he failed, he said, he goes, I never failed. I just found 7 ways it didn't work or something like that. Like, he turned it into a positive thing. And so you have to switch your mindset when it comes to failure, that failure is not a failure. You just found a way it didn't work, right? You just now know how not to do something. Rejection is redirection to your greatest self. That's an amazing quote. Yes. Yeah, and what happens is that we internalize when we get rejected, and this is one of the reasons why achieving your goals and being able to support your goals becomes difficult for some people, is because of the rejection part. Whether we're rejecting ourselves or others are doing it, because we reject ourselves on a daily basis. We reject our ideas. We reject our confidence. We reject our ability to be amazing, right? For whatever reason. And we all have different reasons of why we do that. And so something as and I like to say simple, but something as simple as achieving your goals and really understanding how that sets you up long term, so that when you hit a roadblock in your next business, or you hit a roadblock in your relationship, which is going to happen. We don't know everything. Things change every day. People change every day. Processes change every day. Marketing changes every day, right? The algorithm changes every day. There's a lot of stuff we can't control. So we have to set ourselves up from the beginning to support ourselves. We have to learn how to support ourselves, so when shit hits the fan and we're like, okay, well, this happened. How can I not internalize this? How can I not continue with this negative pattern and change that behavior and support myself in the process, so that I can achieve my goals moving forward and not stay stuck? I hope that makes sense. So thank you so much for tuning in, Nalima. Let me know how this goes for you. And if you haven't taken advantage of your free complimentary 30-minute clarity call, please do so. Also, you guys, I am so extremely excited. I will be posting the new links to the Academy, the membership program. I'm so excited about that. So I pause, as you guys know, and I will always let you know what's going on in the business. So this is what's going on right now. I paused the membership program and I redid the pricing with what you get within the membership. So right now, this is amazing. I am going to, so today, at the end of the day, oh, you're welcome, darling. Love and light to you. By the end of today, all the current programs that I have, including the 21-day trauma, releasing trauma, that's the only one from this year that I'm going to add into the program. All the self-study courses are going to be added to the membership, okay? You are able to get access to the membership with no coaching calls, just access to the membership. In the membership, you get weekly mindset trainings, and you get one live group training within the Facebook group, right? So one live group training every month, okay? Plus all the courses that are in there, okay? The basic one is $40 a month, 40, okay? That level membership is unlimited. So $40 a month, unlimited. Originally, I had limited seating for this because every level required a call from me, included a call from me. But I shifted that because I wanted to be able to offer this membership option to as many people that need to heal from trauma. So the basis of this membership stays the same. You heal from trauma, you grow your confidence, manifestation, things like that, okay? There are some things in regards to building a business and a little bit of marketing here and there, things that I've used, but the main learning process of this is what I just told you, okay? So it's $40 a month, and you get access to over 12 trainings, right? I'm gonna switch over, so it's gonna be amazing because now you're gonna have everything in there. The mindset mastery is in there. The 5-day energy clearing is in there. Bust through your money blocks is in there. Money, magic, and miracles is in there. Design your dream life workshop that goes live in May is in there, okay? Your quick money manifestation is in there. I'm gonna tell you what else is in there because I'm excited. What else I'm putting in there, okay? And this is it. This is gonna be at every level you get access. The business basics boot camp. The money, everything is in there. What else? Quick money manifestation is in there, okay? So all the trainings are going to be in there, and then for $40 a month, you get access to those trainings plus weekly mindset exercises, okay? And then a new training every month. For the next 3 months, this is the only thing I've planned because my focus for the membership has always been number one. In May, right? In May, we will go live with the 5-day Create Your Dream Life workshop. It's amazing, right? Inside the group, the live coaching training within that group is setting healthy boundaries, okay, with difficult people. That's the training for May. For June, we are doing a mind-body connection live training within the group, okay? Every live training comes with a workbook, okay? So you also have a workbook. Yes, $40 a month. Yeah, okay. In July, you have criticism, giving and taking criticism like a pro. Very, very important. When you're building your confidence, when you have imposter syndrome, when you're building a business, you're gonna go through these levels back and forth, ups and downs. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm great, my confidence is amazing. And then someone says something that triggers you, and then you end up going back into the trauma, okay? Very important. So that's for the $40 a month, okay? You can cancel at any time. The other 2 levels, okay? The classic membership is $97 a month, includes everything that I just said, plus one 30-minute call a month. So you get one call with me every month, 30 minutes. Before the call, you have a questionnaire of what you want to focus on during the call. And then we use that questionnaire moving forward as far as, did you achieve your goals? What are we focusing on this month, okay? So that's a classic. That's $97 a month. You guys, 1 hour with me is like $250, okay? So another amazing deal. It's $97 a month. The VIP is everything, right? Plus 2 45-minute calls with me a month. It's $300, okay? So that's 2 calls a month for $300 a month, plus everything in the membership, all right? So if you've ever considered or thought about getting coaching and you're like, oh, people are so expensive, I can't afford it. There are ways, and there are coaches like me that are here to help you. For the classic membership and for the VIP membership, there are limited spots. I cannot coach 20 people at this price point. I will drive myself insane, okay? I have a kid and I have a life, so I cannot afford to take a lot of people, unfortunately, with the classic membership and the VIP membership. So I'm only taking 5 to 10 members for the classic and for the VIP. So first come, first serve. If the VIP membership fills up the most, quickly, then I will only have less spots in the classic membership. So take a look. Love you, girl. Take a look. I will. I'll post the link to the membership in here, and take a look at it. Okay. And that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this training. Let me know how it works out for you. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know too. I'll also post the link for your complimentary call, because I have almost 200 people in this group, and I can tell you that 200 of you guys have not gotten on a call with me. So from this group, okay? So love you, love and light. Have a blessed day. Have an amazing day. Please love yourselves. Please love yourselves. Please be grateful for yourself, okay? If you have to scream and say, I am fucking amazing, do that, okay? And make sure you're doing your daily gratitude at least twice a day, all right? I'll talk to you guys soon.